original podcast for Goodwill Industries of Central Oklahoma, here to entertain and teach you. So, my name is Chris Daniels. We'll go around the room. Everyone else, we've got our technical director, Ben.
Hey.
Hey, there's Ben. Thane.
Hello.
Don't say anything, Thane. Susan.
Hello.
Hi, Susan. Ashley.
Hi.
Maurice.
Yar.
Speak up. And, of course, the infamous, world-renowned Randy Jackson.
What's up, dog?
That would be dang. All right, so here we are. It's our first podcast, so, in January 2012, so it's natural that we would want to talk about 2011 a little bit and all the wonderful things that happened in 2011. So, I'll let Thane start that off. Dane, why don't you tell us a little bit about our donated goods and what we did in 2011 for our donated goods?
2011 was definitely a fantastic year for Goodwill of Central Oklahoma. We revamped our Northwest Expressway store at Northwest Expressway and Council. Basically doubled the square footage of that store and made a better shopping experience for our customers. And as an agency, taking all of our activities, our donated goods activities, together, we did have a record-setting year. Year over year, our revenues were up, I want to say it was 30%, maybe more than that. We took in more donations than ever before as well, right at 250,000 donations in the course of 2011, which really is fantastic when you look at the population of Oklahoma City itself as roughly 550,000. It's basically one donation for every two people. So that in itself is great.
You're pretty good with math.
I am as well.
You should be the VP of Finance.
Math is something I do as a hobby, just on the weekends.
We've noticed.
So one donation for every two people is great, but there's no reason to think that we can't improve those numbers. And some of our research shows that we easily could get up to the 1-to-1, 500,000 donations with just a little bit of additional support from our community. Because we do rely on the community to donate their gently used items so that we can resell those through our stores, which in turn creates money for us to use to help people with disabilities, people with other roadblocks, find employment, find jobs that give them that feeling of confidence in their day-to-day lives that otherwise they may not be able to achieve.
I would say that's well said. I mean, I think that most of us realize that that's why we're actually here, is generating money to help the community. Mm-hmm. And in 2011, we were able to set a new record in the people that we were able to help in the community. That's 6,722, which is amazing. Mm-hmm. Because it wasn't that long ago when it was, much, much less than that, less than 200 as a matter of fact. So the entire Mission Services team is to be congratulated for that. And a member of that team here today is Ashley Curtis. Ashley, tell us a little bit about what you do for Goodwill and the community.
Well, really just Chris pays me to sit around and look pretty, and that's why I'm here. No, I run the... Hang on. Security. Get him out of here. I run the Good Guides Mentoring Program, which is the mentoring program for at-risk youth for the community. We serve 12 to 17-year-olds, and we train them in job skills and life skills, things that would help them graduate high school, get a job, possibly go into secondary education. It's kind of a preventative measure so that we can get them the skills they need and the training they need now, so we won't be seeing them at 35 when they don't have a job and don't have the skills to find a job. So we serve, in the last 2 years, we've served 200 people. It's 130 mentees and 70 mentors. So we make matches with mentors and mentees and kind of get positive influence rolling in the kids' lives, get them on the right track. All of our kids are, 100% of our kids are on the free lunch program, which means their families are at or below poverty level. which in the state of Oklahoma for a family of 4 is they make more or less than $24,000 a year for a family of 4. So they have a lot of
So good kids in the program, though. I mean, they are
really good kids.
Yeah.
Really good kids. You'd be surprised what they can do. We had a kid that started out and he was suspended from school, and he came back in and he entered the program when he came back in. We actually worked with him with our summer program, which is our summer career program, that kind of does more one-on-one intensive job skills training and career training. We worked with him, and he turned 15 and a half and got a job at Brahms last week. So he's working 10 or 15 hours at Brahms while he's in the 8th grade, going to junior high.
Cool.
Yeah, very nice.
Yeah, that really is fantastic. And I think that that's something that our community does not get to hear enough about, and that is what Goodwill does with being a good steward of our community's support donations, whether it be clothing, household items, monetary donations, is that we do turn their support into programs to help, in this case, youth in the Oklahoma City area to help climb out of a situation that is possibly a bad situation and get on the right track to improve themselves and lead a more productive life.
I've got a question for you, Ashley. And, you and I have never discussed this, but if we had additional funding, I mean, and obviously it would need to be a large amount of additional funding that we could devote to the program, is that something where maybe we could approach even another school to help even more kids? Are we limited in that factor? Do you need more mentors?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. We need more mentors. Right now we're only in 3 schools, Taft Middle School, Northwest Classen High School, and Emerson Alternative. It's we're running at the max amount of number of people we can serve with the staff we have and with the resources we have. But with more funding and more mentors, we could start satellite programs from ours that did other trios of schools. So we're looking at Midwest City being the next one. So with the next bump up of hopefully we can get some funding in there and then start in the Middale School District, we're going to adopt a junior high, a high school, and possibly an alternative school. And we're looking at Crooked Oak for that area. But we can adopt these satellite schools and then start another Good Guides program in that school and serve another, 200 kids, 400 kids. And, double, even triple, quadruple our program.
That's pretty spectacular. And tell me, if you will, Ashley, how does one qualify or become a mentor in the Good Guides program?
To be a mentor, you have to be over 21 years of age, and you have to pass a background check and a one-on-one interview, which the interview isn't hard. You say, "What's your name? What do you like to do? Do you play basketball?"
I think I might even be able to pass that question.
I think you would. Maybe. Do you play basketball then?
No, I coach basketball.
I don't know. That may be too intense. No.
I played basketball with one of our mentees.
With Keyshawn.
Yes. And it was not easy because I was in my work clothes. I'm building in my excuses right now, and not exactly the best shoes or pants or anything else that I had going on there. And I embarrassed myself.
So, actually, what you're saying then is that anyone in our community would be able to inquire and possibly become a mentor through this program.
Oh, yeah. We were looking for adults that can give us a year commitment. We like for the kids to have a steady, positive influence. We don't want other adults coming in and out of their lives. Mm-hmm. If you have an adult coming in and out, it can cause more harm than not having the adult there all around. But any adults that, are willing to help and be a positive influence for these kids, the need is there. We have a huge population of kids. Right now, Oklahoma City's school dropout rate is 52%.
Wow.
So more than half of the kids in Oklahoma City public schools don't graduate from high school.
Seriously?
Yes.
That's
unbelievable.
And it's
Wow.
raising. They think that this year it's going to be up by 2%.
And why do we think that is?